Hello, thank you for tuning in again to this Gulf Coast Garden. I'm Zach and I garden here in Mobile, and I'm ready to give y'all a bit of an update on my camellias that we planted in our 2 videos ago now. And it's blooming. However, it is not the correct camellia. It is not Taylor's Perfection like we thought it was. And I had posted in the Mobile Camellia Society's club and said, hey, can anyone help identify this? I had picked this up at your guys' show and it was mislabeled, unfortunately. Because as we described in our first video, the Taylor's Perfection camellia is definitely going to be more formal, very rose-like, doesn't show any stamens. And however, what we got that's blooming right now is a informal peony form with pink and white and showing yellow stamens. You know, it's beautiful in its own right, but it is similar to the debutantes, which I already have 2 of, a huge one here and a small one there. But what was so amazing is that the club reached out and said, we're so sorry that it was mislabeled. We have one, we're gonna bring it to you today at 9. I'm like, okay, perfect. That's wonderful. We've got Zayden here with us as we share our story. Say hello to everyone, Zay.
Hello.
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 Yes, but so then they messaged me again last night and they said, actually that one we thought we had is blooming the same that yours is blooming. So we don't have a Taylor's Perfection to give you, but we will find one for you soon. And I was like, that, you guys are so kind. Thank you for going above and beyond to make this right, even though I'm not that upset about it because it's still beautiful. Let me go ahead and turn you guys around so we can see this camellia in bloom. All right, guys, since we were last here, I pulled up all of the cinder blocks that were lining this, and we're going to do something more natural, like these logs here. Just bringing those in so they'll decay and enrich. And we had planted the camellia here, the camellia here. We had planted trees here, here, and here. I went ahead and mulched this area, got our drip installed, but here she is. So this is not a Taylor's Perfection camellia, but she is beautiful nonetheless. She has an ombre, creamy pink going on. You can see her yellow stamens very visibly. She's definitely about 3 inches. And she is looking just beautiful. So very happy with it, even though it's not what it said it was. Over here, our other one we planted in our video has cold damage, but that's okay. We'll get another bloom, I'm sure. This is another camellia I wanted to show you guys. This one's seafoam, and she's the double white one. I can't wait till she fully opens. She is one of my favorites. This is here situated in the moon garden, so everything that is here blooms white or has variegated foliage. So an azalea, a camellia, native azalea, oak leaf hydrangeas are getting beautiful color thanks to the cold we've had. Look at this. Such a dark purple. Oh, it's beautiful. Yes, our heuchera is doing well. I planted it once before and it did awful. And then I went all in and planted a whole bunch, and they're actually coming back and doing well. And if I'm not mistaken, I did have one daffodil blooming. Cannot find it right now. Speaking of mislabeled camellias, there is another one. So this one was supposed to be brush-filled yellow. Unfortunately, it's not too yellow, is it? Oh, Chibi's checking it out. No, it's red. I don't know what it is yet. I think it might be Don Mac, but we're gonna wait for it to open up completely and then we can try to ID it. And you know, I'm not mad about it. I love a green and red, or dark pink, bright pink and red, you know, all those colors, especially in the winter time when it's really needed. I love a big tree. Anyways, I did want to talk about something real quick. So, heavenly bamboo or nambina can be invasive in a lot of spaces. This I did not plant. This is invasive. So what I'll do to keep it, I've been watching these berries all winter, and before everybody starts eating them and they start growing out everywhere, I'm gonna pull it off. It's about to be 70 degrees for the next week and a half, and our last frost date is in 2 weeks. So hopefully spring is here. Hopefully we've seen the last of our cold weather. So I'm making sure I don't contribute to a problem that's happening, because I do want to keep heavenly bamboo because it's one of my favorite plants. Another one of my favorite plants that I'm really excited about is our beautyberry. Let me turn you around so you can see its structure, because wow. So this is it right here. This is the American beautyberry. And Calicarpa is its scientific name. And it has the most stunning purple berries that blooms on new growth. So you can see here, here's the new growth. Now it does have to come from established wood. So it had grown this 2 years ago and grew this last year and then bloomed. So if I were to cut it here, it would branch and I would get 2 more blooms, which is what I had done last year. But she has such a beautiful shape. So she's here, and then I have a Japanese maple here, and they're gonna just connect beautifully and make a beautiful hedge to our moon gate here. Please excuse our frost tarp. I had it right over our citruses right here, and then Zayden's toys are there. But yes, so excited about that, even though she's dormant. I have a birdhouse above them so they can enjoy the treats of the beauty berries. Here's an update on some seedlings. My blue grama grass. I am unfortunately down to 6 out of the 18 that we had, but it is my first year starting seeds, so I'm happy with these. The hollyhocks did pretty good. I just lost 1 so far, and that was pretty new. I've had these out now for 2 nights, hardening off. Over here is our garlic, looking good. Need a little bit of fertilizer there. They had turned really yellow and I fertilized them. They put out this new green, and now they're getting a little floppy again, so I'll probably hit them with a little bit more fertilizer. Here are my snapdragons coming up. You can see they need a little bit of water. They're starting to dry out a bit, but they're at the stage I'm letting them dry out slightly. Just slightly in between. I still check them twice a day, like clockwork. This here is a goji berry I gotta get planted somewhere. We did welcome Chibi to the family. Chibi's an Italian greyhound. Chibi, Chibi. Hello. She is so beautiful. So Chibi is named Chibi-Yusa Small Lady Serenity. She is named after Sailor Moon, who is a favorite anime of mine. Her name also has a semblance of my first dog that I loved. Her name was Lady, and she passed away on us last year, and so Small Lady kind of pays homage to her. And if you look very closely, this is when I sound crazy, but if you look closely at Chibi, she has a crescent moon on her nose and a heart on the other side, which is just perfect for Chibi-Yusa, being the daughter of Sailor Moon with her little love symbols. But yeah, so she's keeping it exciting around here, and Zayden and Chibi are the best of friends. They love each other so much. Chibi? Hello, Chibi Chibi. You sit? Oh, good girl, Chibi. You're so smart. Good girl, Chibi. Yes. So I am over here in the front yard, and I wanted to give you guys a quick little update to show you how the front yard handled that freeze that we got. The Majesty palms are mad at me. I'm not too hopeful that they're gonna come back. So I have ordered new plants for these pots, and I'm really excited to plant that up probably the first week of June. Oh, excuse me, first week of March. I see a bumblebee. Let's go look at him. Here we are in the front garden. I have Colby here with me too. I just transplanted an Abelia here to complement our Delta crepe myrtle. The anemones are coming up, but they're looking quite floppy. Not sure what that's about. Probably the hot, cold weather. Yeah, yes. Let's see here. Our lamb's ear is looking pretty fantastic. That's great. Hello, Colby. Love our new art piece here. That was a gift from my mother. I actually saw the bumblebee come out of here, and I tried to grab a picture of him as he was eating on the pansies. You can see that anemone right there. Oh, it's so pretty. But he saw my shadow and he flew away. So So I guess he's not one of our normal bees. Because normally the bees kind of like me. Our diamond dusty miller. Look what happened to the flowers on the snapdragons. The snapdragons themselves look pretty great, but its flowers were like, oh. So let's go ahead and just deadhead that so that it will rebloom for us. Goshiki osmanthus, love her. I went ahead and made a tough decision, and I cut off what I believed was dead on my weeping red bud. This is an expensive tree, so I hope it makes it. Finally, just a little shot of our pansies and one of the last of my ornamental cabbages. I planted 8 of them and there's 2 left. The rest succumbed to the freeze. But Dorpelleri holly, loving that plant. This foliage you're seeing, this grassy foliage, is actually crocus that I planted this year that bloomed really early in the fall. So that was interesting. Love my little turtle. I need to give him a name. He's cute. There is some kale I direct sowed and it just came up. Thank you. And that is a blue rug juniper. So eventually this will grow and that will grow and that will grow. We won't have any more room for annuals, but that'll be fine because then I probably won't be in this house anymore. Now this is hard to show you guys. This here is a beautiful giant azalea indica, the pride of Mobile. It's kind of native here even though it's invasive, but it was all budded up beautifully. And then the freeze got it. Let me turn you around. I can show you maybe a few buds that haven't opened up just yet that might still look okay. See, that's what it's supposed to open up and be a beautiful azalea. But unfortunately, almost all of its blooms were frozen off. So we'll have pretty spotty flowers this year and just a few of them. Darn, look all back over there. All those are damaged. That's a shame. That's a shame. Got a cute little color right here. Okay, so I might get a little block right there. Huh. All right, so another thing we're gonna do in the garden today is go ahead and dig up and divide some clumping, keyword there, laripe grass to finish out this border. Let me turn you around and show you what we're gonna be doing. I'm gonna be doing way more than just 3, which is good because we have a lot of square footage to cover. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Don't know about that one. 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12, which was our first one. And the first one is gonna go right back in its hole. Ta-da! It's like we were never even there. And we have 11 new starts. All right, well, we got that planted. So it's starting right here behind the AC, and then it's following a nice gentle swoop all the way from the flower bed to the gate. So now there'll be a little bit of a border there, which is exciting. You can see them right here. Now, I did transplant them directly into the ground. Some roots right there, they'll die off. I've done this plenty of other times with the plants. And in my experience, they do just fine. Some people will take these transplants and put them in pots and grow them on for a little bit before planting them out. And maybe if I had a slower growing type plant or one a little bit more fragile, but all of these were treated the exact same way in October, I think, maybe even August. And yeah, we just divided from those, so it works. All right, everyone. Well, the neighbors started doing yard work, so I came inside because it was just going to be way too loud to film the outro. So here I am. Well, thank you for tuning in this week to our channel. We are so excited that you're following us along as we build this garden on the Gulf Coast. Today we divided up some liriope and yeah, learned a lot. Maybe not, but thank you for following along. Okay, bye.